chair, lining up. Ryan Moonshine Mantell.
Insane brawl just a couple of weeks ago here on SWE Fury. Max Castellanos, Moonshine, Ryan Mantell, and I am joined tonight with Kevin Sullivan, the legend. It's great to have you here at ringside to talk about SWE Fury.
Well, Bob, I know now I've made it. I'm standing beside the greatest living announcer in professional wrestling today. But as you said, we're going to see something that was over the line, to say the least.
To say the least, and who knows where that's going to go next. But I tell you what, we do have for you tonight is a night of incredible, in-your-face wrestling action here. Texas style, it's SWE Fury. Let's get to the ring.
Oh, this guy, Charlie Haas, I can't say enough about him. Technically, he goes back to the days of Kyle Gotch, Luthez, and a little bit of Dick the Bruiser. This guy can wrestle you, he can pound you. Wasn't he national champion a bunch of times?
Absolutely, Charlie Haas, he is bringing it here in SWE Fury, and he just took those steps clear around the ring there. He likes to take those real little trip when he gets to the ring, Kevin Sullivan.
That's why I'm sitting here beside you. I wouldn't want to be the guy facing him. And who's his new manager?
Well, that is Nastico Minaj, who is actually in here in the absence of Nigel Rabbit of the Rabbit Empire. I'm not real sure what the connection is or what the deal is between those two, but here they are nonetheless.
They look like the odd couple, don't they?
Yeah, they're a little mismatched, but here they are, Charlie Haas in the ring. SWE Fury, definitely not one you'd want to tangle with, but here he is tonight, and he's got his hands full with one Charlie Haas.
Oh, I think so. I think right now, Charlie's a title contender. That's for sure. This guy's history doesn't need to be repeated. And this young man got a lot of guts to get in the ring with Charlie.
Great crowd on hand tonight in Greenville, Texas. SWE Fury is back, ladies and gentlemen. We are so excited to be here with you on TV, getting this thing underway. Charlie Haas in the ring with Christian Mox. This is going to be a great match. This is going to be a great evening of wrestling action here on SWE Fury. Kevin Sullivan, I didn't get a chance to properly welcome you to SWE Fury, but welcome to the show. Welcome to what a great product that's out right now with SWE Fury.
SWE Fury, I said this to someone, it is the past, the present, the future, and the now. This is the mixture of guys that have held world titles, have been world tag team champions, East Coast champions. You got a lot of talent in this ring.
That's right, Christian Mox thinking he's done away with Charlie Haas. Couldn't be more wrong. Look out, big boot there to the face of Christian Mox. A little bit of dust on that ring. It hasn't been used for a week or two here, but we're back. SWE Fury in business, and getting the business right there. The rib cage of Christian Mox on that turnbuckle. Charlie Haas going with those forearms now. Feeble attempt at a chop by Mox. Met by a knee off the ropes. Irish whip right into that knee, though, of Charlie Haas, and he disposes of him out there at ringside in Nastico now.
Well, Charlie's is in his playground now. He's got him outside. The kid needs to get back in the ring and make this a wrestling match.
Yes, sir.
That had to hurt his elbow badly. Charlie picks out a point of your body and works on it.
Yeah, and it looks like it looked like the elbow hit there, but it seems that Charlie Haas is working on the inside ribs there of Christian Mox. He just ran him into that ring apron there, which, as you know, doesn't have any give at all.
Yes, and that's what I'm saying. Charlie's a true veteran. He knows every spot to go. He wastes no inch of that ring. Well, there's a move I haven't seen in a long time. Oh, the kid got out of it.
Yeah.
You know, that abdominal stretch used to stop people. Good move. I got to give the young man credit.
It's nice to see those holds and moves come out again here in SWE Fury, but wow, that big drop kick out of nowhere from Charlie Haas. Great camera work from our crew down there, getting you close right up in that action.
Oh.
Good grief. Just stomped him right in the face. I don't need to tell you how that feels. Belly-to-belly suplex.
He's going to go for a finishing hold here, it looks like.
He's setting him up for something. Oh, good grief. Look at this.
Oh.
If that knee holds up, I'd be surprised.
Yeah, you better tap out, young man.
Wow. And there we go. Our first match of the evening ending in a submission.
Another great win for Charlie. He's just climbing up the list of contenders.
Bad night for Christian Mox here in SWE Fury. Tapping out to one Charlie Haas. Managed now, it looks like at least temporarily, by Nastico. We'll have to get the story on that, but we'll do that later on. We'll be right back here on SWE Fury. We're back here on SWE Fury. Our general manager, Teddy Long, is coming to the ring. It wasn't on our rundown that he was going to be joining us here. Let's see what he has to say. Our general manager, Teddy Long, is in the ring. Look at that.
Thank you so much. We had a good time tonight, well. I got a free autograph for you. When I come back, I'll give you a free autograph, all right? Don't let me forget it. All right, y'all ready for some SWE wrestling? Are you ready for SWE, players? Well, buddy, we got a great show for you tonight. And I tell you what, we got a big main event. Our big main event is going to be the NWA World Heavyweight Champion Tim Storm one-on-one with Brett McKenzie. That's what's going to happen here tonight. Also, I got a special announcement. The SWE Women's title has been vacated. So tonight, we will have a #1 contenders match. And the winner of that match will go on to face Christy James for the SWE Women's title. That's going to happen right here tonight. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I'm not going to talk all night. I know you're ready for some good wrestling. So players, let's get this party started!
Did you hear that, Kevin Sullivan? Did you hear what I just heard? The women's title held up. What happened to Miranda Gordy? But the big news is Brett McKenzie getting his shot at that heavyweight title tonight. Brett McKenzie, Tim Storm. It's our main event. I can't believe it. It's right here on SWE Fury. We'll be right back.
Our next match is for the SWE Television Championship.
That TV title up for grabs tonight. The connoisseur Niles Planquet making his way to the ring now. This guy is a working TV champion. I mean, the guy's traveled all around, and every other week, you know, he must defend that TV championship belt. Kevin Sullivan here in a 10-minute time limit match. Every other week must defend that TV title, and here he is, Niles Planquet now.
And you gotta give Niles a lot of credit. He's held on to this title for quite a while.
Absolutely right, and as you know, Niles Planquet, a connoisseur of fine wine, but not just a connoisseur, a grower of a vineyard and a maker of fine wine, and of course, loves nothing more than to vent all of his frustrations here in the wrestling ring.
Ladies and gentlemen, this match is for the SWE Television Championship. And it is scheduled for one fall with a 10-minute time limit. Introducing the woman in charge of the action, Yali Sapphire. Introducing first, standing in the corner to my right, from the South Bronx, he is the Black Stallion, Frank Stone. And introducing the man in the corner to my left, from Napa Valley, he is the SWE Television Champion, the connoisseur, Niles Planquet.
It's always a treat, Kevin Sullivan, to see the television title defended here on TV on SWE Fury. Of course, those matches always taking place on TV, as it is the TV title. And from the South Bronx, we have the Black Stallion, Frank Stone.
He's a fine-looking athlete. I've seen him before. I watched him in the state of Florida. He is very solid in his wrestling game.
He has to be, Niles Planquet. Don't let all the pageantry and the foolishness fool you. Niles Planquet is a tough competitor here in SWE Fury. It's a two-man lockup in the ring now. Let's see where this one goes. Going straight to work on the arm is Niles Planquet. Of course, at one time was a member of the Rabbit Empire, managed by Nigel Rabbit. Those two parted ways, and that led to Planquet winning that TV title. It almost seems that was a little bit of a wise move on his part to ditch the services of Nigel Rabbit, who, as we noted earlier, is not here tonight.
Yeah, and that's another curious thing to me. It seemed to me, why did Nigel let him go? And why didn't he show up tonight? Is he starting to be on a losing streak? And you know, people jump off that boat quicker than anyone when you're on a losing streak.
And how about that bombshell that we heard a little bit earlier? The women's title has been vacated.
That shocked me. I just heard about it as we sat down.
Yes, that literally was late-breaking news here. I hope to get some sort of answer as to why that's happening. from the back from our general manager, Teddy Long. He made that bombshell announcement moments ago. The women's title has been vacated. And now we're going to have a #1 contender match for that title here tonight. Whoa, look at that. Yanking that arm, ripping those tendons of Niles Blanquet. Good grief, look at that. Oh, and a little eye poke there for his trouble.
Like you said before, you can forget about Niles' silliness sometimes because and overlook him because he's such a good performer. I think that maybe if he didn't go and do some of the silly stuff he does, he'd be the champion for a long, long time.
Pair of arm drives gets him down. Blanquet locked up right now by the Black Stallion from the South Bronx, Frank Stone. Could he walk out of here tonight? It's very real opportunity. He could walk out of here tonight, our TV champion. We'll be having to get to know this guy really quickly if that happens.
And he seems to be taking the match to Niles, doesn't he?
Absolutely.
He's been in control and working on that arm. We're seeing some great wrestling right from the beginning, working on body parts. It goes back to what Southwest Fury is all about.
That's right. SWE Fury, where it's about the wrestling. We're not afraid to call these guys wrestlers because that's what they do. They get in there and they wrestle. They work hard. They fight hard. It's about competition here in SWE.
It certainly is, and the rules are stricter here than any place in the world today.
And tonight, it's all about that TV title. As that 10-minute time limit inches closer and closer. Will Niles Blanquet keep that TV title? We'll find out as this match continues here on SWE Fury.
Bob, I got to ask you a question. Do you think a guy like Niles, knowing that he can kind of duck and dodge if he gets past the 7-minute mark, he can kind of slide in and out of the ring, that he has the advantage?
I've seen hints of him doing that in the past, but I will tell you one thing. Niles Blanquet not afraid to fight, not afraid to defend that TV title. We saw that when he actually won the TV title from one Barrett Brown, who held it for over a year. And it seems that the choice to part ways with Nigel Rabbit may have had something to do with that win. But Blanquet, never seen him back down from a fight. There he goes, stomping those grapes, though. Some of those antics we talked about, Kevin Sullivan.
Yeah, and for some reason they work, especially when he's on top.
Couple of punches to the gut there, it looks like. Of course, you know, as long as those punches stay below the neck, they're fine. It's those punches, wow, big back body drop.
Huge.
It's those punches above the neck that can get someone disqualified immediately. Pinned now, 1, 2, and no, that was so close.
Whoa.
Well, he goes for it again, 1, 2. Well, not quite 2, that was just 1. Great crowd on hand here in Greenville, Texas.
And they're seeing some great wrestling right off the bat.
5 minutes have elapsed from this match. 5 minutes are remaining in this match.
So if I had to be a betting man with 5 minutes left and his experience, Niles knows how to keep that belt for 5 more minutes.
5 more minutes is all it takes to walk out of here still SWE Fury TV champion. Big axe handle across the back, forearm to the chest, Edgestone reels and a forearm shot there. Into the corner, off in this big splash. Taking a little time to talk to the crowd there, maybe a little bad mouth into the crowd, wasting too much time. Irish whip into the other corner, meets a back elbow. Clothesline. Oh, back. We can walk out here a new champion. We can have a new champion.
The Stallion has come on.
Yeah, whoa, slam.
Whoa, things change quickly, don't they?
Absolutely, he goes from behind. Good grief.
Stallion, you better get it going because time is not on your side right now.
Time is running out. Running out. Oh, wow. We got a pin. 1, 2, and it was so close. It was so close. We almost had a new TV champion in one Frank Stone. What's he doing? He's charging up here. He's getting ready for something. Planquet ducks it. The presence of mind to duck it. There we go. Planquet going for the pin. 1, 2, 3. And just like that, holds on to the TV champion.
Ladies and gentlemen, here is the winner and still SWE television champion, the connoisseur, Niall Planquet.
Bob, I think that was the toughest title defense because I've watched him on film. This was the toughest title defense he's had to this point.
I haven't seen him have to fight that hard yet, and the challengers will just keep getting more and more challenging. We're back with more SWE Fury right after this. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're waiting here to get an exclusive talk with the magnificent Malico. After what happened in the last couple of weeks, we're hoping to find... The restroom? Malico? Come in? Okay. What the? Good grief.
Hey, Bob. Good to see you. We got something to do here. Come on. I gotta talk to Teddy.
Well, right now I'm at the SWE TV taping. Yeah, I'm going to be busy right now.
Teddy, I got a bone to pick with you.
Let me call you back.
Yeah, call him back.
Malico.
Yeah, I want to know what's up. I got crap in my drawers and my maid never showed up. I hit Michael Schaefer with Jack the Hammer. You were there. You made the ruling. Miss Bat's supposed to be my maid.
Malachi, let me explain one thing to you. I made the ruling, but it's not my responsibility to see that the maid does her job. It was on you. You were supposed to take care of that, not me.
I'm supposed to take care of it.
Yeah.
Well, last I checked on the new SWE app, you're in charge around here. You're in charge.
Hey, come on. Stop it. I'll suspend both of you. Get off of it.
You're dead, Malico! You're dead!
Stop this. You two want to get suspended and you'll never work in SWE again. Now stop it right now.
I'm gonna knock their heads off.
Tell you what, there's a lot of anger built up in here. So I tell you what, the best way to do, not settle this in my office, is we'll settle it in the ring tonight. So you, Schaefer, Max, you're going to be in a tag team match, and you're going to take on the team of Malico, and I tell you what, Malico, why don't you do this? You can have a partner of your choosing. Anybody you want to choose to be your partner.
Whoa. How am I supposed to prepare for that?
You're not.
You already
I
prepared.
choose Jack the Hammer.
No, not Jack. You have to have a human being, a SWE superstar has to be your partner.
And you have no friends.
You two, get out of my office.
I know. See you in there, Malico. Good luck finding a partner.
Not Jack, huh? Guess I gotta go make some friends. I've never been good at that one. Okay, let's see, some friends. Well, I'll make some friends. Okay, friends.
Here he comes, by far one of the strangest individuals in SWE, the magnificent Malico, and he had a chance to pick a tag team partner. Who will he pick to go up against the Paragon Michael Schaefer and this guy Max?
Ladies and gentlemen, their opponents. Introducing first, the Jackhammer, Magnificent
hammer there and not the jackhammer move that he uses so frequently. Crowd now getting hugely behind the magnificent one, Malico. Earlier demanding that Teddy Long give him another shot at Michael Schaefer. Schaefer saying he's done with this guy. Why does he keep having to face off with him? Well, the fans love it, they want to see it, and they're going to tonight. Magnificent Malico and Adam Asher, APOC. Everybody likes to call him from his old ring name, Apocalypse, Adam Asher. And he's in the ring now against Michael Schaefer and this guy, Max. These two guys from the Rabbit Empire now managed. We are not sure what the circumstances are, but managed by this Nastico guy.
And that got to throw you off. Don't you think?
Yeah, well, it's throwing me off, yeah.
Yeah, you had a guy as a manager for a while, and then we don't know if it was an injury or what's going on there.
We do know that Nigel Rabbit is still firmly in charge, as we heard the Paragon, Michael Schaefer, on the phone with him backstage a little earlier. Not sure if he's calling the shots or what actually is going on. I hope that we will find out in the coming weeks, as Nastico seems to be handling the managerial duties as of late. Looks like we're going to start off here with Adam Asher.
I think we're going to start off with a slugfest, completely different than what we saw the first couple of matches. There seems to be some bad blood here.
Magnificent Malico always teasing at Schaefer, angering that big man. Not a good idea, but Malico doesn't seem to mind, and he's suffered at the hands of Schaefer on more than one occasion. Great crowd getting very much behind the action here in SWE Fury. We're so proud to be able to see fans, you know, folks being safe, wearing their masks out here tonight, coming out and enjoying some wrestling action as we get in close there. On the headlock, applied to Adam Asher, who then applies some forearms, gets a Irish whip off the ropes. Oh, wow!
Like two big trucks hitting one another.
That's a lot to be flying around that ring. Good grief. I would expect that's what it's like with a head-on collision between two Mack trucks. Magnificent Malico recruiting Adam Asher to come out here and tag with him against these members of the Rabbit Empire. Of course, his target, his goal, all along, Michael Schaefer. Count of two. Not quite two. There is referee Alex Morazes. Counts and keeps an eye on things. Senior referee here in SWE Fury. Doing a great job here with those forearm shots from Adam Asher. Irish whip now into the corner. Schaefer crashes. Here comes Asher. Good grief. Kevin Sullivan, I know you've been in the ring with some mighty big men in your time, including the biggest, Andre the Giant. I can't imagine what it's like to be in there with someone the size of the Paragon, Michael Schaefer. Good grief, the guy's huge.
He's huge. He reminds me of a young one-man gang.
Yes, sir.
And we all know the destruction the gang had for decades. This kid's future is nothing but going to be bright.
Well, and as you pointed out, one-man gang, one of the big similarities here is that, like one-man gang, Schaefer is one of those guys who is not afraid to climb up to that top rope. He's not afraid to move around and get some air every now and then.
Exactly. And they take up a lot of air, Bob.
Yeah, that's exactly right. Michael Schaefer, the Paragon here, up against the team of Adam Asher and Magnificent Malico. This guy Max here, of course, we saw a few weeks back, had an unfortunate incident with the Boogeyman where he ended up with a mouthful of worms.
And that's saying a mouthful.
Yeah, a mouthful of creepy crawlies. That's right. All right, Malico has him in the corner. Big chop there. Good grief. That's got a smart.
Yeah, and the people love this guy. As controversially as listen to them chanting for him.
Wow. That one was so much that it hurt him. Malico licking his own hand now. He's got him in the corner. Tag is made. Asher, the legal man. He's in. Oh, no. Wait. No, don't. Oh. I don't know if Max walked in here with chest hair or not, but he's probably not leaving with it.
He's definitely not leaving with any. But listen to what the people want.
The crowd is shouting.
Yeah. Oh.
One more time, they're saying. Who knows? They'll probably get it here. Here goes Malico now. Shot to the ribs.
Ladies and gentlemen, 5 minutes have elapsed from this match. 15 minutes remaining in this match.
They're both well-oiled teams. They work well together. What a move. What a move.
There's a count, only 2 that time.
It's what I said earlier. You can look at him and think that he's got some crazy antics, but he can do some incredible wrestling moves.
Look at Schaefer. Look at Schaefer. He's there. And chop block there to the back of the leg. Malico is down and in pain. He's trying to work his way over to Asher. It isn't happening. Max going back to work on that leg.
Solid movement. And quick, fast-paced wrestling for guys this big.
It's important to stay on your toes, especially with someone as agile as Max. But Max needs to remember Malico, a little unorthodox. You never know what he's going to pull out of his bag of tricks. And by tricks, I mean tricks.
You sure hit the nail on the head. Bag of tricks, you're right. Tricks, he's got plenty of them too.
Oh no! Returning the favor is Michael Schaefer with that double chop that the crowd was saying they wanted one more of, and they got it, but it just wasn't the way they were hoping. Tag is made. Off to the other side he goes. He jumps, misses. Malico not home. In the middle of the ring. Oh, they found each other there. What is this? Oh, wow.
Oh, wow. What athletic movement. Here he comes, the big man.
Apoc is in the ring. Adam Asher in there. He goes with a huge clothesline. That has to feel like riding a motorcycle under a low tree branch. Irish whip crashing into the corner, back out. Huge back body drop. Here comes Schaefer now. Oh no.
Oh, wow. Wow.
He's got it. What is he going to try to do?
He looked like he's trying to get a sleeper on him.
Oh, Apocalypse now. Apocalypse now.
What a power slam.
That's what he calls it, that power slam. It's Apocalypse now, and wait a minute. What is this? It's Malico. He's going for that jackhammer. He's going for it. He's got him in the air, and he gets it. 1, 2, 3, the winners. Wow.
That's surprising. Didn't you think it was surprising that the manager told that big mountain of a man to stay on the ground then? Something's going on, and we're going to get to the root of this problem.
Hopefully, in the coming weeks, details to come about the absence of Nigel Rabbit, the rivalry between Malico and Schaefer continues. Good grief. Schaefer trying to get out of there as quick as he can. I tell you what.
Looks like we get another announcement.
Well, we're back here. We expected to get a match for #1 contendership of that women's title.
Ladies and gentlemen, don't worry, everything gonna be all right, baby girl. What I wanted to do, we came out earlier. We made a statement that the SWE Women's Championship was vacated. Well, it has been vacated because we thought we had some problems with our champion, but she is able to make it, and she has arrived. Our champion is here. So what's going to happen right now? This match will be between you and the #1 contender, Christy James.
No entrance music. She's here. And we are joined by Brittany Nicole, who comes out and shares her insight with us on these women's matches. And this one now seems to have a lot more on the line.
It does indeed. I mean, Vert and Christy have had so much animosity, as you can see, towards each other. Oh,
wow.
We're just starting right off.
Well, these two going right to work. Forearm shots now. It started off slapping forearm shots. It's been a very confusing night. We at first understood that the women's title had been vacated, and then we understand now that our champion, Miranda Gordy, is here.
She has arrived, and now Vert, who is prepared to take on the likes of Micah Madrid, is now taking on none other than #1 contender Christy James.
Well, could this change contendership? I mean, so many things have been changing on the fly here. I don't know. Will this change contendership if Vert were to win? I don't know.
I mean, I would assume whoever is the top of this match is going to be the top to take on Miranda Gordy.
We are going to follow up on this as soon as possible, ladies and gentlemen. Right now, we're going to be focusing on this very competitive match in the ring with the count of 2 there. Vert with that pin, Christy James. She came out here ready to fight. She didn't wait on music. She didn't do that dance she always does with the feathers, you know. It's kind of hate we missed that.
It looks like she's here to fight tonight. There's something definitely in the air. We've had a lot of changes on the fly, and they've all worked, and they've all been good. So maybe the #1 contender is going to end up being still the #1 contender at the end of this night.
Well, we can always just wait and see as this match progresses now. In the corner, Brittany Nicole, what do you think of Greenville, Texas?
I really enjoyed Greenville. This is my first time here, and I really want to come back. I'm very enjoying Greenville.
Great wrestling fans here, and they're getting something that Greenville, Texas is used to. Great in-your-face Texas-style wrestling action.
And Christy James right now is getting that in-your-face wrestling action from Vert Vixen. Oh!
No question about that.
You know, just the phrase Texas-style wrestling goes back almost 100 years. There's something about Texas wrestling that's different than any place in the world. If you succeed in Texas, you succeed in the world.
Yes, indeed.
And you know, Brittany Nicole, of course, has been reporting and corresponding on wrestling all over Texas and the South. Been a part of Mission Pro Wrestling in San Antonio, that great promotion that is run by and features all women. Gotta love that. How are things going with Mission Pro and Elevate Pro?
Oh, it's amazing. I mean, Mission Pro is definitely history-making.
Wow.
Oh! And has featured the likes of Vert Vixen in several of their matches.
I was asking earlier, sort of voicing my concern for what's going on. What? Got to roll up there. 1, 2, no! Very close. Runs right into a big boot. Count of only 2. I was a little concerned earlier what might be the case, what's going on with the Rabbit Empire. We've seen a shake-up there. Nigel Rabbit not here tonight. Nastico out here.
Yes, I mean, Nastico has been, I guess, representing the Rabbit Empire while Nigel is away. And I'm sure we're going to see Nigel Rabbit around here, maybe, unfortunately, eventually soon.
Well, it's interesting. Again, it's a night of a lot of mysteries, really, not knowing what's going on with Nigel Rabbit, not knowing what's going on with this women's division. And first our champion isn't here, then our champion is here.
Good move.
Good grief. What do we have here? Oh, it looked like she was taking her up for a power bomb, but no.
Oh! Wow, that's a dangerous move.
I gotta say, a power bomb might have been easier on the back. Oh! Wow.
And Christy James has not come here to play. She is showing she does have that contender spot. She deserves to be part of the championship run.
One has to wonder what Vert Vixen will look like without any front teeth after that one.
Exactly.
Christy James going to work on Vert Vixen. She wants to keep that #1 contendership. She wants that shot at Miranda Gordy.
This match has been a 50-50 match the whole way. Oh, good move.
Using that bottom turnbuckle to stop herself. Wow! Off the ropes goes Vert Vixen. Big flying knee.
I think that might have done it. Oh, wow.
Right at the 5-minute mark. These ladies are fighting. They want that chance at the title. A chance that, wow.
And here she goes for her game over, her finish, and no, Christy James.
Wow, was that one too?
Oh!
This has gone back and forth and back and forth. What a beautiful shoulder breaker. Wow. She stays the #1 contender.
Yes, she does. And it looks like we're going to see Miranda Gordy going against Christy James for that SWE Fury Women's Championship. I can't wait for that.
I'm getting word. Next week, that will be our main event.
Oh, yes.
Oh, good. Good.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are back here on SWE Fury. Bob Malden, Kevin Sullivan, joined now by Director of Talent Relations, James Beard. James, we have questions. Lots of questions.
I'm telling you, I don't have any answers. I tell you, this is going to be exciting, man.
This has been a night of changes in midstream.
Yeah, a lot of things. That's the way it is in wrestling, though. I mean, it's just part of the game. And first of all, I appreciate you guys being here. I'm really excited having Kevin with us. Man, I tell you, we've known each other a long time, and lots of respect right here.
Wait a minute. What is he doing here? Teddy Long is coming out again.
What is Teddy doing?
I don't know.
Now wait a minute. This is the third time Teddy's been out here and changed things.
This is unusual.
You know when I come, it's either good news or bad news.
Uh-oh.
So, Tim, I know you're scheduled to defend your title here tonight, but that's the good news. But the little bad news is that we just got off the phone with Brett McKenzie.
What?
Due to his travel, he can't make it tonight.
No Brett McKenzie. Uh-oh. So is the match off? I mean, what are we going to do?
I really don't know what to do right now. I mean, I know there's some more qualified SWE superstars right
Wait a minute.
there.
Who is this? What is this? Wait a minute. Lance Archer's in the ring.
Lance Archer, what's he doing here?
Lance Archer is here.
What is Lance Archer doing here?
These two guys have gone at it for years. Oh, that referee just not making it to the ring.
Referee.
Let me ask you something, James.
Yes.
Don't you think that Archer has the advantage? Tim trained for a different opponent completely, and the problems that these two guys have had, he's going to have to go not to just a wrestling match, but a meat chopping match.
Well, you know that you know how that is. You've been in the ring yourself, and when you have your mindset for one guy and another guy shows up, it definitely changes your strategy and your mindset. And Tim, being the veteran he is, I'm sure he'll pick it up pretty fast because these two guys know each other very well.
Right.
Lance Archer in SWE Fury. Never thought I'd say that. Lance, of course, has made the rounds in other promotions. national and otherwise, international. And here he is right now in an SWE Fury ring in that corner. Tim Storm.
Well, you talk about Tim being the former NWA world champion. Lance is half of the NWA tag team champions and also half of the New Japan tag team champions. So his resume is pretty tight too.
Yes, it is. But if I was going to, and don't get me wrong, I think Tim is one of the greatest champions I've seen. But not being able to prepare, I got to go without you guys in an upset tonight.
Oh, man, I tell you, Lance and Tim have gone at it toe-to-toe for several years, several times.
I hate to put you on the spot, but who would you take?
Well,
tonight?
you know, I know them both very well. Both of them, I actually consider both of them friends. But when they get in the ring, they're a couple of nasty guys.
Do you think I'm going overboard?
No, I don't think you're going overboard at all.
For one guy,
no,
and another one shows up.
I totally understand. He's got the advantage. But I've got a lot of faith in my friend Tim Storm.
I got a lot of faith in Tim too. But training for one guy and training for another guy, you mentioned I had been in the ring. On my end, it usually was when I had trained for a guy, the other guy showed up. It was a bad night for me.
Yeah, that would make sense for sure.
Those fans on the front row getting more than they thought they were going to get tonight. That's for sure.
Yeah, with Lance Archer and Tim Storm, your fans going to get a close-up look at a lot of this stuff.
Look at that outside the ring there. I don't know where at what point. Oh, jeez.
Yeah, but being the referee, he wants this match to get back in the ring, and I'd do the same thing if it were me. I wouldn't be counting. I'd try to get these guys in the ring.
You being one of the greatest referees of all time, when you're out there with guys this size, it can be a lot harder getting them in the ring than
very hard.
Cruiserweights, right?
Yeah, very hard. Yeah, because for one thing, they won't listen to you. and you know how that is.
Yeah.
But as a referee, I always wanted to try to have a result. And I wanted that result to be in the ring, and I did everything in my power to try to let that happen. And
the result may involve a stretcher tonight.
Well, that's true too.
These two guys were out on the floor. It looks like they're finally taking it back into the ring.
I don't know if it's my imagination or not, but Lance looks even bigger than he was.
I don't think you're wrong, and Bob, I'm going to ask you the same question. I think Lance has the advantage, and we're going to see a title switch here. What do you think?
Well, we've seen Tim Storm and Brent McKenzie tie up many, many times in the past, and you talk about preparation. Tim Storm knows Brent McKenzie. He also knows Lance Archer, but tonight he thought he was getting Brent McKenzie.
Right.
You make a fine point, Kevin Sullivan.
Well, I know this guy right here. I know Lance. I've been in the ring with him many, many times, and he is a tough customer, let me tell you.
And besides tough, he's extremely strong.
Oh, very.
And he's much bigger than he looks on TV. He's deceivingly big. I mean, I walked by him in the dressing room and I felt like I was a manhole.
Yeah, I think he looks like he may be 15 or 20 pounds heavier than he was the last time I saw him, actually. And I don't mean that in a bad way. He's just a big guy.
Right.
Well, if I had walked by him in the dressing room, I might have turned and gone the other way, and I might have had some inkling he was going to show up here tonight. This has been a night full of surprises. Announcements by Teddy Long and things that have changed midstream. Of course, we know that is the wrestling business, but some of the things tonight have just been unbelievable, like the appearance of Lance Archer here on SWE Fury on TV.
And that's what makes it this show so exciting. You never know what's going to happen.
Yeah, I'd say that's a good thing, right, Kevin?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, I think it's a great thing.
Well, he's got that boot right there in the kisser of Tim Storm.
Oh, man.
Just adding insult to injury is Archer.
Guys, I mean, I hate to beat a dead horse, but I think Tim is through right now. He's taking just when I said it, he made me a liar.
Yeah.
He had the audacity and smart enough to pull away from that.
So, Lance was using a little tactic there that kind of reminded me of you a little bit. if you know what I mean.
What was that, getting in the ring?
No, rubbing it in the guy's face.
Yeah.
Here he comes, right into an elbow from Tim Storm. Archer going again, this time into the boot.
Come on, Tim, if this is it, if you're going to make it, you better do it, right?
That's like moving an immovable object.
Yeah. And it is.
Tim trying to mount some sort of a comeback here. There we go with that boot.
Oh, yeah.
Can he capitalize?
Got to cover him.
Can he make the pin? Tim Storm is on top. 1, 2.
Oh, my.
Wait a minute.
Look at this.
Wait a minute. What is Charlie Haas doing out here? Charlie Haas.
We started with Charlie, and now we're seeing him again.
Wait a minute. Referee out of the way. What is this? Archer not having it.
You got to be a little crazy to get in there with those two guys.
Yeah.
Wait, Haas is crazy. He's standing right back up to him.
You talk about a loose cannon.
Yeah.
Charlie Haas interfering, causing a disqualification, ruining that title shot of Lance Archer. Neither one of these men too fond of that.
Now he's got Tim Storm upset with him.
Yeah, that's two guys you don't want to make mad at you there. Charlie Haas. And wait a minute. Nastico, and we got the referee in there trying to break it up.
What in the world is going on with Charlie?
Wow. Charlie is losing it. What is he doing out here?
Oh, he's hitting his manager up.
He's hitting his manager.
Oh, my goodness.
You don't owe him any money, do you, James?
This reminds me of a guy you were associated with a little bit, Mark Lewin.
Yes. Sure
Wait a minute.
Yeah, this guy's got a screw or two loose.
Yeah.
Nastico.
Elevator doesn't go all the way up, that's for sure.
Wait a minute.
He's so vicious.
What's he thinking? I mean, what did he come out here for?
Now the chairs in the ring. Chairs flying.
The only thing I can think that he's thinking about is he wants his name noticed and he wants a title shot. And we know Charlie's history. On any given night, he could be a world champion.
Well, he was a world champion, a world tag team champion, but my goodness, and a great amateur for that matter.
Yes.
He's got that ring bell. This is a dangerous situation, not only for Tim Storm, but our fans. Haas upset. Well, it was a DQ, probably not